Well, it's this time again, and let's just say this year has been pretty shit, just to say the least. Obviously, I did a video that explained basically we weren't really getting that many videos out. And it's all because basically some of us have jobs, some of us have just been really busy, some of us have had problems, and it's been a complete shit show. Barely any projects that I was able to make came out. So the lucky few that did were quite of small ones, but still, as in for big projects, I only got about a few. Hopefully, next year will be better. Now that I'm time onto the list of what we usually do. So, what did we get for Christmas? We're going to the books first. So, I have a Hulk Grey. I like comics, of course. I know I'm a DC fan, but I like certain Marvel comics. Got another thing, Over the Hedge. I do like the film, but I kind of like the comics. Superman 78, The Metal Curtain. This is a follow up to the original Superman films and all that's in the book. Golden Age Batman Volume 2. I haven't got the first volume yet, but still, I kind of like these old fashioned comics. Hellboy in Love. I saw this book in Switzerland actually when I was up there, and I decided, yeah, I'm gonna get this book because I really like Hellboy. Plus, I dressed up as him. What else we got? These little figures right here. These little Bioshock Infinite figures. Let me just put them on the camera. There we go. This thing's very fragile. I like, of course, I like Bioshock Infinite. I got this thing. I like Guillermo del Toro's work, so I got The Shape of Water, it's the Infinity Man, and Alyssa. Yeah. Got the Batwing from the '89 Batman film. I love the '89 Batman film. It's one of my favourite movies ever made. Got this pop vinyl and Martian Manhunter, because I have a whole bunch of Justice League pop vinyls up there. What's we got? We've got Cyborg. I like getting the DC Multiverse figures as well, even though I know they're not the best. Got Cyborg to go with this Justice League, and I got another Superman. This is the other Superman right here. So let's go into this bag right here. There's some Nintendo stuff. We got this Bowser that does this. Turn it on. Yeah. It's out of thing. It's out of juice, but I'll get it working. Got a Link. I'm getting into the kind of Smash Brothers kind of figures and all that. So get collecting all them. I got this whole bag right here. Hang on. I got Luigi. We've got a Turtle. I don't know what they're called in Mario. Got a Metroid. I got these quite recently actually. Just this right here. Surprise. Let's get on to the DVDs. So what we've got right here for Christmas was some Sam Raimi movies, A Simple Plan, Brainiac Attacks, Happy Season 1. I like the comics for that. Plus I like the Superman anime series, you can tell. Crime Wave, Sam Raimi. And these two right here, these two silent films, No Shot in the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. That's... And plus, of course, we got Criterion Collections. We got all of basically Wes Anderson's films. We got Rushmore, well, almost all of them. Rushmore, Royal Tenenbaums, Life Aquatic, Darjeeling Limited, and Fantastic Mr. Fox and Moonrise Kingdom. Yeah, these things cost a lot of money though, but they are like really good, pristine. And of course, the final thing, this is more fun. A PlayStation Classic. PlayStation Classic. I've been able to play some games like Resident Evil and Rayman on this one. It's quite cool because I grew up with PlayStation. So yeah, I guess that's all of it, basically. As in for what's happening this year, it's been a very rough year. I'm recording this video the day before actually, because well, I'm kind of busy tomorrow and kind of thing, and we're still working on we're working on a thank you video. We're just trying to figure out audio and all that. But what's happened this year has been very rough. What's happened this year has been very rough, and it's taken a lot of things because I'm recently on medication now because of all this stuff. But don't worry, we are still working on stuff. Of course, that was the end of the trilogy. But I feel like with the Turbo Team, I could have done better. With that, I feel like basically that's why Frank Amsterdam Season 2 exists, because I wanted to leave it off on a better note, but also because there wasn't a lot of things I could tied up in the first film. But, hang on, just turn this off. What does that look like? Yeah, that looks alright. But, with the films and all that, there's just that was the last one. I wanted to make like a Cornetto trilogy or a Eastvale 177 trilogy. And basically, the whole process of making those films, like, Night of the Wolves was at a time when I was going to like hit with something really drastic and all that. Obviously, I've been saying like for the past few years, the years have been going shit. This year's no different, but this one I think was worse. In 2022, you had Night of the Wolves and all that. I had like so much to do in that, and it's clearly it's the weakest one out of the trilogy because basically it's the animation isn't the best, with the voice acting and the storytelling isn't the greatest. Then we have Max Multiverse, which I feel like is the best film I've made so far in animation, as in for like with stuff like with getting Alicia to do the voices of Joel and all that, and getting all the animation. It's just the most figured out and well executed film I think out of the series, and it's one of my favourites. The Terrible Team, though, I was struggling with this one from the beginning. I remember working on Maximum Multiverse, and it was a problem to try and get trying to figure out the story and all that, trying to like figure out how to make it work. And I was starting working on Frank Amsterdam, and I worked on that. And even Frank Amsterdam didn't turn out the greatest way I thought it would have, but I still want to continue that because I have more ideas to how to improve upon it with the second season. I've definitely seen the second season I'm working on it right now. I finished the first episode of the second season. We just need the voices and all that for that one, but we're just I'm working on episode 2 right now as well. I'm basically like planning that, and there'll be 10 episodes, and basically which each episode will bring is something that would kind of relate more to the character of Superman than the first season did, which is supposed to be the case. As in for Terrible Team, though, it was just like a complete pain to try and figure out how to tell this story. I eventually figured out in the end, but when the film was done, I am proud of it and all that, but I will say basically it's not the best. It definitely could have been better, and I feel that basically the second one was better. It is like I always said this. It is hard to try and do a third film in a trilogy. I've noticed that everyone says basically that the third one's almost the drop off point here, and I understand that because basically endings are a bit tough to try and do unless you could figure out how to do them really well. As in for just what's been going on this year, it's been a very tough year, me mentally, and also just because we were supposed to make videos. We were supposed to make the Brawl 2. I had some contract things going on that. I was trying to do like a skit with the Grim Reaper and all that, and a skit, and just like there was a Frank Amsterdam project that was trying to do in live action, but this thing completely fell apart. Very mentally, I remember, and there was a short film that I did obviously like a few months ago called Love Fell Fuel, which was legit quite fun to make, but one of the people I was working with though, we had a really bad like experience going on later and all that, and things just kind of like went incredibly fucking south. Like I don't really want to get into it, but the whole thing is basically like just like completely separated. It's like, yeah, you're that way, I'm this way. Let's just leave it at that. And basically, it's like it was just a horrible thing and all that. It's a big pain in the ass. This year's really beaten me down and all that, and basically like all I wanted to do was try and make content, and I was not able to do that. Next year, hopefully we are gonna get content. We are I promise the guys now that we're gonna try our hardest to make this stuff for you people. And Frank Amsterdam Season 2, of course. I've got less work to do next year because of the movie, which had to be bigger, but Frank Amsterdam could take as much time as it needs because I have more of a vision for that than I did for the Terrible Team. As in for Josh, Josh will no longer be a part of the. We're still friends. We're still friends and all that, but he's retired from the role of Josh and Chef and all that. That's what the Terrible Team ends in that kind of way. This was the final time we have Josh in that in the thing. So I'm not, like, even if I thought like bringing back Max, I'm just gonna do it as like a little standalone project that's outside of that. And like I have got plans for a Max in Half-Life skit that I promised last year, well this year, and I want to try and make that, but it's gonna take a bit of time because of with everything that's been going on right now. As in for what's been going on with like everyone else and all that. Well, like, as in for Josh, he will no longer voice characters and all that. And plus, Josh will appear in the second season, but we've approached a different actor to play him. Josh just kind of like Josh has been going through a lot of stuff and all that, and like this, I gave him. This was like the last time he was going to do it, so this was like the last time. Also, as in for Josh, we had the final film with the Josh Fuss that came out, the Puppet League Part 2. This was a long time in delay because I had to do the 3 movies and all that, and that's why you can kind of tell that the Terrible Team wasn't the most focused, because I also had to do this. I kind of just wanted things to end, like things kept going and going and all that, and it's like with the film and all that, I am semi proud of it. I wish I could have done better, but I just when I was making it though, I was having struggling trying to do it because it's been a long time since I've used those puppets and all that. I've used all that stuff, and it was like I was like trying to figure out how do you do this again. It was like because I'm so far away from it. Max the show as well. I don't know what to do with that now. I do have some ideas and all that, and there's possibilities, but it's kind of the energy to do it and all that. And it's like it's been a long time, so I'm gonna try and see if I can do that next year. But it depends. I just want to kind of like wrap things up for that. As in for everyone else, obviously John's been doing quite well. John's been fun. Me and the guys did a meet up like quite a few. Like I think on October when like it was very nice. Obviously this year we couldn't do a Christmas special because I was running out of steam. I had a lot of problems, so I made that little animation that basically explained it. But I also did give into some lore and all that. Basically explain what I'm talking about right now and all that. This has been a very tough year, and it's. I wanted to do a full-on Christmas special, but it's just the scheduling and all that. It's the scheduling and the amount of time it would take and all that. And plus, I'm kind of drained right now, as in for other projects. As in for next year, I'll probably get more ideas. It's kind of like a thing that happens is like I'm tired and then I'll get more ideas now, because like more possibilities will open up. As in for other stuff, Fraser's doing quite well. Andrew is quite got a job to do, and we are still working together and all that. We're all going to try and make videos for you guys. That's a promise. As in for more videos that's coming out next year, of course we got season 2 and all that. I'm working on that very much. It's one of my big priorities, and I'm having a good time trying to figure out how to make it work and all that. Like, and I promise I'm really giving you some of the best. It will be the final project in the Josh verse. I just had like I remember Josh was kind of like asking me, was like, how come you're doing like this and all that, and it was like I had to explain that it was because the glitch didn't appear in the glitch will appear in the Frank Amazon season 2, obviously, because it's going to tie up a lot of stuff and all that. But basically, this is a full-on ending. Is more than the Terrible Team is more of the film's ending and all that. It's the ending for Max's story and the Protector's story. Meanwhile, this is more like the aftermath for that. That's just a hint of it. So we'll not see Max in this universe anymore. He's kind of out on his own adventures and all that, and that's why I kind of want to leave him. I might try to do something with Danny. I've tried Danny and Joan. I might try and figure out how to do something with them. Maybe a short or something like that. I'm trying to think of like what to do because these characters are still usable. But as for this year, it's been very rough on me. I'm now on medication for antidepressants. Because this year really, like, as in for like the past few years, like 2022 was god awful. 2023 was a mixed bag. It had some good elements, but I feel like just basically the end of that year, things just went completely down and all that, and it was like, Christ, could something just go like really good? And it was like when we're moving into 2024, this year was just dull, boring, and just miserable. Like a lot of bad shit happened this year. And as in for stuff next year, I am excited for a lot of things, man, obviously movies and all that. But the thing is that I'm just kind of concerned about is this year going to fully work out? And well, no, not this year's, next year. I hope that next year does work out. That's the main thing. We're going to keep making content. We still have ideas and all that. We're still going to try and make stuff. Because that's what we do and all that. Obviously, like, we have got commitments. We've got a lot of things. But we're going to try and work through that. Because, end of the day, basically, like, you guys are important to us. We give you entertainment. We give people a lot of things. We have fun. We create stuff and all that. And basically, we're just like, we like to put stuff together. And I definitely don't want things to fully end. I'm still, like, obviously, I was wanting to do an ending for the channel when I was going to do less content. The Terrible Team was supposed to be the last thing I would make. But then I started to have more ideas for Frank Amsterdam. Started to, like, my life kind of went downhill after certain events and all that. That were just kind of like, I needed something to keep some sort of expression and all that and through those stuff. And this is what the channel does. But the guys, we're going to try and make this content for you. We swear, because basically last year we only got a few videos out, which was still not that bad. But the big project we wanted to do was the ball, and just like everything was going against it. And basically it was, at some point, I just wanted to make something. Because that's what I want to do. I want to make stuff and all that. But it was like the world wasn't allowing me, and that's the biggest problem that I had this year. Everyone's probably had a lot of problems this year. And I feel for you, because basically this is possibly the worst by far. 2022 was shit. It was really bad for me. And even like this is like 2018 or 2016. It's a horrible year to basically, like, it's a goddamn horrible year. And now that it's over, we can hope for the best. But if we're gonna get there, you need to fight for it. And we're gonna fight to give you more content, because that's what we do. That's what we are. We are entertainers. So yeah, that was a quick video. Obviously, we'll see you next year. We've got more content, and I hope you enjoyed the content that we've given you so far. We wanted to do more, but we couldn't. So yeah, we'll see you soon, and see you next year. Happy New Year, and thank you.